Hey, what up? What up? Good morning, James Rice. In my favorite room. I don't know if it's my favorite room, but I like this room a lot because just of that poster, that bridge. Anyway, good morning to each and every one of you. Happy Valentine's Day. What up, Stella? Howdy, Sarah. Let's let this thing warm up, fire up a little bit, get a couple people on. If you would, it'd be great. Share this to a couple of your friends. Invite some of the crew. Howdy, Tammy. And let's see if what you see value in and the reason you're joining, if a few of your friends will join. And then what will happen is your friends will have an additional tool to use in their toolbox for whatever their agenda is and whatever they're trying to accomplish. So, been a super amazing morning. Again, happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of you. Appreciate you jumping on. And simply put, I hope you find value. Questions, comments, thoughts, hit me. And let's just share some ideas. And the real key will be, will you then take those ideas and put them into place? Yep, got the bathrobe on, got the beanie on. It's like, actually, I did a meme thing today, not a meme, whatever, but it's gonna be like less than 30 degrees tonight. And what else? It's cloudy and rainy, and I'm like super excited and loving it. Why? Well, I've got electricity, waterworks, rent's paid, and it'd just be something different and cool to look at. So, already had phone call, maybe another phone call. That phone call I'm thinking about was my truck repair, which is like, what? Are you kidding me? Like $4,000. So that wasn't that exciting, but I am happy to have a vehicle. It's not like the ox that I use in my field. The only ox that I own that I use in the field died. My horsepower died a little bit, and it can be repaired. So where do I want to start? I could sit and just talk about Valentine's Day and the happiness. Are ketones good for my friends to have? Everybody jump in there. Stella wants to know if ketones are good for our friends to have. Stella, I'm going to let the community and the crew answer that. That's an easy question. And it's a great question because, Stella, like you, I had that very same question. When I got started with ketones, that's literally one of the first questions I asked. So, great question. And they say, of course, Stella, ketones are in your body. Okay? Ketones are in your body. And so, like other things you would take, like a protein, maybe even creatine or vitamins, yeah, they're going to be good for you. And the cool thing, there's water soluble, so they'll pass right through you. Great question. So, where do I want to start? Valentine's Day, I'm excited about, but I'm not going to kid you. I always get a kick out of these days, that we celebrate, like even your birthday or New Year's Day, or anyway. We celebrate these days, and I guess it's good to recognize, but I hope and pray that your relationship is a grind, something that you're committed to, that you're focused on each and every day. I think my Rice and Shine this morning says something to the effect that love is not something a wish. It's a commitment. It's an everyday be in it. And quite frankly, I was chatting that with someone today, and that life is just that simple. It's what it is. So what are we going to chat about today? Let me share a couple thoughts. One would be that I was chatting with a gentleman today, and it's been amazing watching Aunt Terry and Vic, watching their lives grow, watching their transformation. And for each and every one of you in the Pacific Northwest, that'll be your first tip, would be, have you met, came in contact with, had Aunt Terry come to one of your events or get on your Zoom and share her transformation? Why? Because she has one of the most moving transformations of weight gain, less anxiety, depression, overcoming addiction, renewal, lack of resentment, so many positive transformations herself. And she's helped so many people. And how did she do that? By showing up and having a desire and asking, what can I do? What should I do? And she started with the easy thing, the shaker bottle and a t-shirt. coming to a KLP, being in a post with us, then doing her own post, then doing her own keto get together, then doing her own video. She just baby step. Let that be a tip to you. First of all, again, contact Aunt Terry. Say, hey, I'm having a get together. I'm having a Zoom. Will you jump on it and share your transformation? Because what your friends are going to want to see is somebody just like them that's had similar struggles, that's overcome those struggles, and now has a beautiful marriage and a beautiful house and a beautiful dog, and still is as passionate about changing lives as she's ever been. What more would you want to share? So here's an interesting piece that also came up, which is a common discussion I'm hearing right now, is like, oh boy, recession, people are out of jobs, people are making less money. What's going on? People are going to have less money for ketones. So a couple thoughts on that. One, you'll never hear that come out of my mouth. Never, 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 never. Because that's, I mean, first of all, people that have jobs that are making hourly wage, they're still making the same money. There's definitely some industry, especially with some commissions. If your commissions are involved and you're in an industry that's like extras, like, you know, toys and stuff that people are buying, your income may be impacted. But I'm going to say that for many, enough people, majority of people, they're still working their 40 hours and getting their check. They still have the same ketone money. Okay, let's say they don't. I don't even want to discuss it. It's not even a discussion. My job is simply to be out and about, transforming, sharing Tammy's transformation, Jen's transformation, Stella's transformation, Justin's transformation, Aunt Terry's transformation, Vic's transformation, actually working out together and lifting together in their home. That's my job. And then see who comes to the table. It's a waste, complete waste of my energy as far as I'm concerned, to decide what's the current climate, what's going on, what are people thinking. Hey, Michelle, real quick, I'm thinking about Laura getting some ketones so that she can start before a box comes. Have you heard from Caitlin? Anyway, hit me, Michelle, and we'll chat sometime. Ree, did she decide to order? Austin, love the videos. If you guys aren't friends with Michelle, check out her son. Is just precious beyond belief. His authenticity and love for his mom and his ketone shares are completely off the hook. I love it. So you'll give her some tonight, Michelle. What should happen is James Rice should have been down there. Reset Friday, boom, celebrate it. Hey, James Rice. Hey, Caitlin. Or hey, Jamie. Check it out. Ree's in with us come Friday. Celebrate and recognize her. Celebrate and recognize her, Michelle. Let us know. Let's celebrate that, okay? And so that's Friday. That's very exciting. And with Laura, what should have happened, and I'm just speaking, it's not you, Michelle, but Jamie should have got her some. I'm not saying they did. Jamie should have got her some. Caitlin should have got her some. I should have got her some. Okay? Cool. So, love what's going on, Michelle. And I'm sure you have a couple of newbies. Love chatting with you. Look forward to seeing you. So now I got to circle back to where I was. I don't remember. So what's going to happen with, to me, with the people is it's just my job to share. And what I firmly believe is, if people are still eating if people still want to get rid of their energy drinks, if people still want to get rid of their coffee, if they still want to get rid of their frappuccinos, if they still want to get rid of something else, if they still want to get rid of a donut or a muffin, there's still room for ketones. It is a waste of time and a waste of energy to have any discussion about what's changing and what people are thinking, okay? Think about more doing, okay? And just ask them and find out who wants to, okay? Just give it to bat, people. Whatever pitch is thrown to you, that's the one you hit. Don't be looking for sitting on a fastball, and you get off speed and curve balls and you can't hit them. Look for the pitch, see what's thrown, knock it out of the park. Cool. So, and if you hear me with most, here's an interesting one from last night. It's super important. So I signed up. So Johnny Mack is in our community, and he's a salesman. And so it's funny. He's always talking the salesman language, meaning my goal is to make 4 impressions a week or a day with one of them buying. Okay, so it's a 25% close ratio. That's strong. I didn't have the heart to tell Johnny Mack, that's called sales, Johnny Mack. You're a salesman. There's no salesman in our community that's making money. Okay, you want to be a sharer. Now, I would encourage you this, each and every one of you, if you want to keep track of statistics, meaning I'm going to meet 10 people a day, 4 or 5, awesome. Okay, awesome. Here's the more, I would say, share with you. Here's the more important statistic to share with. Not how many people bought, but out of the buys, how many people shared. You want to have a closing ratio, Johnny Mac. Have your closing ratio been, holy cow, I signed somebody up today and they shared. We shared a picture. We shared on social media. They got 3 samples for their best friends. They're ready to go. That's the closing ratio you want. Because now one person just created 3 impressions. That's the same as 3 people signed up with 1 impression. That's what you want to focus on, is sharing, engaging to share, engaging to share. Not selling a box, A box that is not connected and doesn't share is, I'm just going to tell you this, people can argue it, is worthless. Worthless. We're not salesmen. We're sharers and engagers. Does that help? Hope so. Here's an interesting one that I appreciated today. Was a pastor at my church called in and said, hey, so talking about this and about some connections and some people that I've seen show up on your social media. And anyway, she wanted to offer me a little guidance and a little some food for thought on a couple of those people that she knew personally. Okay. So my point to that, people, that I want you to remember about is, be brave and bold enough to caution your friends. In fact, as we were, as Cassie was out on a road trip, she was talking to some people, and some people were saying, hey, this person's friends are still using. So well, I don't know. I don't even know that much about it. But, and it's funny, the person even said, hey, and I know you guys I don't maybe even said don't care. But anyway, the point wasn't we didn't care. We're just not aware of it. And I would appreciate that they gave us that input. So my point is, people, when there's things in your community, in your household, tough decisions and conversations that we had to be had, you got to cross that bridge. Just grab it, one rope, one handle at a time. Just one little handle at a time. Climb up that rope. Cool. Love it. Anyway, I just love that bridge. So those conversations, people, arm yourself that it's going to be made in love, that you're just offering information and the person you're speaking to wants to hear it. Again, kind of like you talked about the recession. It's what do you believe? I believe that when rumors or drama starts, in fact, that was another piece of it. They were talking someone who didn't want to work with someone, and then someone else said there's drama. That's not drama, people. It's just a choice. Drama is when everybody's first word out of their mouth continues to speak about it. If there's a difference in the community, let's discuss it. Bring it up. See their sides of it. And 2 people don't want to work together. That's not drama. That's okay. That's their choice. No different. They want to watch the huddle call. Okay, no drama. Don't want to come to an event. No drama. The drama's in those of us that won't stop talking about it and discussing it. And when I go to chat with them about what's up and who they're excited about, the first thing out of their mouth is the drama. They've created the drama. Having a difference is not drama. Talking about it is drama. What up, Robert? Good to see you this morning. I'm gonna keep talking this. Are you having a tasting party? Are you using the new flavors and simply saying, hey, and have you sent them out to the last 5, 10, 20 people you signed up? Robert, Alicia, Michelle, and said, hey, gang, new flavors out. Who wants to try it? I guarantee you Laura will say yes. Jane will say yes. Rio will say yes. Your other friends will say yes, Michelle. I guarantee your whole crew will say yes, Robert. Send it that meme to them. Hey, new flavor drop. You want to try it before you buy it? They'll all say yes. Tasting party. Oh, come over Wednesday. Oh, come over Saturday morning. Oh, come over Saturday. You might have 2 or 3 tasting parties for sure. But you're going to get 2, 3, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people through your house. Chance for a picture, chance for samples. That's how winning is done. That's how winning is done. Let me remind a few people, have they shared it with their crew? Let's check out the book. Some good conversations today. Thank you very much, people. Let's check out the book. Timothy Keller, if you're not reading it, I mean, check it out. It's one of my personal favorites. Why? Because it's funny. They're talking about knowledge that's being used, which is wisdom. So check this out on February 14th. Ears that hear and eyes that see, the Lord has made them both. Wisdom requires practical experience, but experience does not necessarily lead to wisdom. We could just leave it right there. That could have been the whole line. Wisdom requires practical experience, but experience does not necessarily lead to wisdom. You got to have experience for wisdom. But again, it's funny. Many of us have the experiences, but we don't turn them into wisdom, myself included. Full season hears things, but the eye and ear do not perceive them properly. This proverb is going to say, and my books are going to say, is impossible without God's help. So I tell you, okay, if it's not your God, if it's not the God of the Bible, who is it? Who is it that you turn to and perceive? It's funny, how many people say, well, it's myself, it's my community, it's this, whatever. And then you look at their life and the fruit that they're not producing. I don't know. I just wonder if maybe people have chosen the wrong foundation, myself included at times. Unaided, the human mind and heart will distort what they see. Eye or ear interprets reality truly. In doing so, he makes them. I just love that. I could read the rest of it too, but grab the book. Here's a piece I read. My other piece, the Bible in a Day. See, that thing's all ripped up. About 10 years worth of this stuff. I just keep reading the same stuff. And this is so funny. They're talking about the mouth, right? So we're talking about wisdom and saying, eyes and ears. It's funny how the reading here and even my morning phone calls, they all tie together with the same stuff, right? What'd you say? Was it the gossip about the drama? You know, is it the gossip or is it the worry about the economy? Is it, what are you hearing and seeing? So this is talking about, so funny, it says, so often the first screw that works loose in a person's head is the one that holds the tongue. Amen. It's funny how much, again, these conversations keep coming back to being similar themes. The question then is, people, what are you going to do? It's funny. I chat this all the time. We hear these people spouting out and these gurus spouting, and we hear ourselves, even sharing and wanting. But the question is, I'll just leave you with this. What are you going to do about it? The cool thing is, I find, and it's up to each and every one of you, it's funny how many people's businesses and their faith and their relationships are not growing, but they're not coming to the table. They're sinking back and leaving away from the table and hiding behind cute memes and videos and stories and fun stuff because they don't want anybody to touch their core. I'm telling you, people, you can keep on running, but your core is going to be revealed. Mine's been in multiple occasions. Relationships, my fitness, my finances, college, on and on. So my prayer for you would be that one of the things that you're reading, watching on TV, listening to, huddling with, that one of them will strike you and you'll take a look in an inventory of your home. And in February, Valentine's Day today, is about the heart. And you'll let your heart guide you. And in your foundation, your faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances, you'll start making moves in those basic, fundamental, foundational areas. And so no matter what someone thinks of your home, your car, your physical, your hobbies, it won't matter to you because your real self-esteem and your soul is in your foundation, not in your things. So hope this day finds you well. If you like what we're doing, like what I'm doing, I appreciate you sharing it. The key in life is sharing with 3 or 4 people who come along, who share with 3 or 4 people who come along. It's not about a box. It's not about attending something. It's about the action you take with that box. It's about the action you take. And so in your ketone business, remember, wear some swag, shake up a shaker bottle. Let's get your have a tasting event. That's a no-brainer right now. Jump on a Zoom, invite them to a Zoom. Hold a keto get-together or some fun night. Share the replay of the huddle call. Share a whole bunch and see who responds and help them share. That's it. So hope this day finds you well. I'm getting ready for the rain. The thing's going to start right now. Off to the gym here shortly. Love each and every one of you. Hope you have yourself an amazing day. Let me know how I can help. Get a hold of me.